Hey everyone, Larissa here. I've been wanting to take you all on a tour of our land, which is 40 acres in central Alberta, Canada, that my husband Devin and I bought in 2011. We're planning on building a house here in the near future. I will put a link in the box below to my blog of Houses and Trees, where I wrote more about how the land came to be ours. You can visit the blog and you can subscribe there to the blog itself, or you can also subscribe here on YouTube for more videos on the land and on us building the house and on the other things that I like to do creatively. So without further ado, here's a land tour. Welcome. So over here are a bunch of trees that Devin and I planted in 2013 when I was pregnant with my first daughter. So there you can see some of them hiding up there. They were really small when we first got them, so they have grown quite a bit. They were, just like really little saplings, and now they're probably, some of them are probably like 2-3 feet tall. Oh, there's a good one over here. I just remember planting these. There was actually 150 of them. I think we planted some of them somewhere else because they're not all here. There's one right there. But yeah, I remember planting 150 saplings while pregnant was a little bit of a challenge. So this is our beautiful road, which, as you can see, some weeds are starting to take over. And you'll see when we go around the corner that there are a lot more weeds over there. But I love our road. It's so beautiful. Devin and his dad actually built this road, and they used to have a excavating company, so they had the equipment and the know-how, and in my humble opinion, it's pretty much like the nicest road in the history of the world, but I'm a little bit biased. So it'll be fun when we live here to, plow the road of snow and whatnot. Maybe we'll have a bobcat by then, or at least access to one. Fun story, I actually drove a bobcat when Devin and I were working on the land one day. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you the subscriber trees, and I must have walked past them. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. These are the trees. If you watched my other video about planting tree saplings with my family, these trees are over here. And holy Moses, once again, the wild undergrowth has taken over, which I love. Well, I'm looking for them right now, sweetie. They're over here somewhere. There's one. Right here. There we go. There's one right there. See it?
Where?
Holy. There's supposed to be, can't remember how many there are in this area. There's like 15 here, I think. And there's someone there in there, somewhere hidden in the weeds and overgrowth. But that's okay, because you know what? Trees like this one right here, they all started like that one over there. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here we are continuing up the road. And over here, this is where the house is going to be. Some people ask us why the house isn't going to be up further. I'll show you where. Up on there's kind of like a hill with a view. It's like the highest point of our land. Well, one of the highest points of our land. And the reason is because I've always wanted to live surrounded by trees. So, like, hello. I like the privacy. I know some people like to have their houses, kind of on a hill with a big view and, out kind of up more exposed. I don't know. I just don't like being exposed. I like to hide in the wilderness. So I don't know if you can see here that there's, oh, look at all the grasshoppers. You can see that so this is actually a hill. And so there'll be a walkout basement to kind of into that forest area back there. And then back behind this foresty area, there is a clearing, and it's completely surrounded by trees, and it's awesome. When we originally bought the land, that's actually where I wanted to put the house, was down in that area, but it's kind of lowland, And we've actually had since then, we've realized that when the snow melts, if it's been, you know, a very snowy kind of winter, that it actually makes like a pond. So Devin's already dug a couple ponds on other parts of the land, and so he's probably going to do one back there as well, because we love ponds. So although you see there's a fence over here, this does not denote the end of our land. This is actually about halfway on our land, because Devin and actually my brother and his dad, Devin's dad, they built this fence. They built a few fences on the property, but this one here goes all the way down to the highway. You can see falls down there because it splits the land in half. So on this other side here, this is where we rent out the land to horses. Well, we don't rent the land to the horses. That would be kind of funny, dealing with a horse as far as like rental payments go. But people who own horses, there's 7 of them, but I don't see them right now, which is too bad. Maybe they'll come out and say hi. This area over here is really nice because it's very hilly. I don't know if you see up there, that's the highest point of the land up there. And it's really beautiful, really nice view. And that's where I filmed a video of me dancing in a piece called Dirt that I choreographed. So I'll actually link to that video as well if that's something that you want to check out. So yeah, as I was saying, this is where some people say we should build the house so that we can have the view. But you know what? If you built the house, yeah, you'd get the view at the back of the house, but when you're in the front of the house, it would completely block. And then you see the highways right there, so people would be able to see your house from the highway, which some homeowners don't mind. But me personally, yeah, like I said, I like to be in the trees. This is kind of a cool path down here. This goes down between this kind of forest back here that I was talking about, where there's the clearing in it that has the water fills up after the winter, during the spring. And then this area over here is not quite as treed over here, not quite as treed, but that's where the ponds are. Actually, I think there's a pond on this side and there's a pond on that side. And then you can kind of walk down in here between the two areas. So let's go one more walk over here. See if we can see any horses. And let's head back down.